Hello students, welcome to my new video. Okay, uh, my today's my topic is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Okay, in last video we have discussed about the structure of flowering plant. Okay, a flower has four walls: calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. Okay, and now we will study about the reproduction process in flowering plant or in angiospermic plants. Okay, first of all we should know about pre-fertilization events which is present in reproduction in flowering plants. Under the pre-fertilization events, first of all we have to know about the structure of stamen. Okay, stamen is a male reproductive part of a flower. Okay, a stamen has two parts. Okay, the stalk is called filament and the upper part is called anther. The anther is the part where the pollen grains are formed, where the male gametes are formed. Okay, when the anther get matured, okay, the pollen grains also get matured and the pollen the anther burst and pollen grains come out from the anther and will spread with the process of pollination. Okay, now we have to know, we will study about the structure of pollen, structure of anther. Okay, if we cut the anther in if we cut the transverse section of an anther, okay, then we will see the structure of this type. Okay, here which has four corners. Okay, if the cut of anther in TS section, okay, then we will see the four corner of one anther. Okay, these each corner has number of cells. Okay, four corner have number of cells. Okay, I will take one corner. Okay, in the here the cells, these are called microspore mother cells. There are number of cells which is called microspore mother cells, which is diploid in nature. Okay, and the inner wall of these four corners are called pollen sacs. Pollen sacs of anther. Okay, each pollen sac has number of cells which is called microspore mother cells. Okay, one inside one pollen sac, the inner wall is called tapetum. This is 1 mark question in board exams. Okay, the inner wall of a pollen sac is called tapetum. This is very important wall because it nourishes the developing pollen grain which are present inside the pollen sac. Okay, tapetum is the wall which nourishes developing pollen grains. Okay, inside the tapetum there are number of microspore mother cells. We can call this MNC, microspore mother cells. Okay, which later formed microspores. Here two terms are used, microspore and megaspore. Microspores are always used for male gametes. Okay, and megaspore is always used for female gamete because female gamete is always larger than male gamete. Okay, so micro means small and mega means big. Okay, so microspore mother cell, each microspore mother cell will develop a microspore. Okay, now the process of microsporogenesis. Here a term used repeatedly, genesis word. Okay, genesis word is where the genesis word is present. It means it is second name of formation. Okay, so here microsporogenesis means, genesis means formation and microspore means male gamete. So microsporogenesis means the formation of male gametes or the formation of microspores. Okay, now we will study the microsporogenesis or formation of microspore. Okay, inside one pollen sac, inside the tapetum, there are numbers of microspore mother cells. Okay, each microspore, each nucleus of megaspore mother cell will undergoes the division of meiosis. Okay, you are knowing about that meiosis is always present where the gametes formation takes place. Okay, so in this process, last product is your male gamete. Okay, so meiosis division takes place here. Okay, so each nucleus of megaspore mother cell will undergoes the process of meiosis. Okay, after that, one nucleus divided into 4 nucleus. Okay, these 4 haploid nuclei are called microspore tetrad. Okay, microspore tetrad. When the microspore tetrad develops, each microspore will develop into male gamete. So one megaspore mother cell is converts into 4 pollen grain. Okay, because meiosis division takes place. Megaspore mother cell is haploid in nature, and after the meiosis division, the productions are megaspore mother cell is diploid in nature, and after the meiosis division, the products are haploid in nature, because after meiosis division, the number of chromosomes will be half in the products. Okay, so here the 4 male gametes are produced, which are haploid in nature. Okay, these male gametes means pollen grains. Okay, now the structure of male gametes or structure of pollen grains. Okay, here a diagram of a pollen grain, only one pollen grain. Okay, pollen grain is many shape. It has many shape. Mostly this is oval in shape. Okay, outer wall is called exine and inner wall is called intine. Exine and intine. This wall covers the pollen grains and protects the pollen grains. Okay, inside the pollen grains there are cytoplasm, and the cytoplasm is very fluidy. Okay, and inside the cytoplasm there are 2 nucleus inside the pollen grains. Okay, one big nucleus and one small nucleus. Okay, big nucleus is called vegetative nucleus and small nucleus is called generative nucleus. Okay, later we know about the structure of these 2 nucleus. Okay, so it's all for today. Okay, and my next video will upload it soon. Thank you.